Amazing Hearing is known for excellence in hearing aids, yet Amazing Hearing is also impacting lives in Uganda. Since 2009, Anne Mundell Noel and her staff have collected California CRV cans and bottles. With the money they've raised, Amazing Hearing has funded 12 water wells for rural Ugandan villages, and you can help. Drop off your California CRV cans and bottles to our office during business hours. Together, we can change lives.
Well, joining us on the set now are the wonderful people from Amazing Hearing, and that is Anne Mundell Noel. Thanks for joining us. You're an audiologist, right?
I am.
Yeah, and you've been with us for some time now.
Like 12 years.
And Dr. Gabby Rodriguez, thanks so much for joining us today. We have a great topic for today. You know, Halloween is on Friday. You know, once Halloween hits, and everybody, you know, there's already decorations and everything going on in your neighborhood. So this is when the holidays come in. It's a challenge for people that have hearing loss during that time as well. And people don't really know how to prepare. So today we're going to talk a bit about how can we help not only people with hearing loss, but you know, how can they actually help themselves during these times?
For sure. The holidays are stressful. One is we try to do more, right? Mm-hmm. There's more shopping, there's more baking, there's more events. And that in itself, even if you don't have a hearing loss, is an issue.
Right.
And so what we want to do today is to talk about planning and being prepared as to how the holidays are going to come into their lives, mm-hmm. and what they can do for that. So one of the things that they can do is to just be prepared, recognize, right. Okay, more is coming on. More means I need to prepare, I need to take a break, I need to plan. The
right.
biggest thing I think would be planning mm-hmm. ahead.
Right, and one of the challenges are as we get together during the holidays, right? You have all these different conversations going on. There might be some music in the background. Those are the things that make it challenging for people, right?
If it's noisy, I'm working extra hard. Mm-hmm. So along with that extra effort comes some auditory fatigue. So if you can prepare emotionally, physically, you know, that's going to help you handle those situations the best. So knowing that might not be perfect, someone with normal hearing is working hard. But if you can advocate for yourself and control what you can control, you know, the whole situation should be fun and happy and engaging, not negative and anxiety-ridden and
right.
stressful.
Exactly. And this is also the time that people realize that maybe I do have a hearing loss issue, right? Because
yes.
After you've said, what's that, or what's that again, and people need to start talking about it, right? And there's so many wonderful instruments, I guess. I don't even know what you would call them, but devices that can help people nowadays.
Well, that's funny that you say that. Our ad this week in the paper is it's time to get ready to hear this holiday because, again, our seniors sometimes are alone. They only see their family at the holidays, mm-hmm. and when they do, the children have expectations, right? Or they see what's happening. So the seniors will come in and they will try to get ready and get hearing aids now to be prepared for Thanksgiving. Right. Or there's often a big rush between Thanksgiving and Christmas. They saw them at Thanksgiving, they weren't hearing very well, and now they want to get them before
right.
Christmas comes so that they can hear at that holiday. So yeah, it's stressful even in that regard, mm-hmm. as far as normally being at a relatively quiet environment or small groups, and now there's going to be the big social environment. So some of the things we want to talk about is how to prepare. Mm-hmm. So one of the things they can do is to have realistic expectations, to say, okay, I'm not going to hear at a table of 15, but if I have a one-on-one with somebody, that would be more beneficial than the expectation that I'm going to hear everybody around me.
Right.
And maybe that means going into a quiet room, mm-hmm. or maybe that means preparing ahead of time, getting the names of people and the grandchildren's names or the college that the grandchild is at, so that they have it physically written down. So they already have it like a closed set of answers so that they could prepare mentally on getting it right. So even if they don't hear 100%, they're in the ballpark.
Right, they're ready and they're ready to be engaged, right?
Sure.
And you have different people that speak, you know, their volume, their pitch, everything is different. So
Yeah.
even people with 100% really good hearing, you know, still there's challenges just in dialogue and then just the volume of how people speak.
Yeah, advocate for yourself. That's
Right.
also a big one. I don't know that many people would be unwilling to assist or help if you're just really honest. Hey, I have a hearing loss. I really want to have this conversation. I'm engaged. You know, I care about what you have to say. Can we step off to the side so I can hear you a little bit better? You know, can you repeat that? Be very specific about what you missed, what you did and didn't hear, and you know that's totally appropriate. And I think most people would be willing to assist.
And especially nowadays too, because hearing devices have changed so much in the last 5 to 10 years,
Yeah.
and there's no stigma really to it anymore. And you might be wearing one right now, and we wouldn't even know it.
It's true.
Exactly. The other thing that goes along with those hearing aids, though, are some remote microphones. So there is little microphones that go with most of the hearing aids that you could put on somebody else and hear them directly into your ear. So the background noise is minimalized or almost eliminated.
Right.
So there are accessories that patients could also plan ahead to get and know how to use and to charge them, to have their hearing aids charged and ready to go, because nothing worse than in the middle of a conversation the battery dying.
Oh, right. That's just like charging your phone then, right? And make sure you're charging, especially if you're going to be out all day and you go traveling during the holidays. Make sure you bring your charger and make sure your hearing devices are charged as well. So how do people get in touch with you, and how do they kind of learn more information and getting prepared during these holidays?
Yeah, reach out to us at the office. We're located right in the Trader Joe's parking lot. Give our office a call. We're happy to clean, check, get you prepared the best that we can as we move into a busy season.
Exactly, especially during the holidays.
Yeah.
For sure.
You do have a couple of causes too that you do. I want to, we have a couple minutes left. You actually take in recycled items at a certain time as well?
Well, we take in recycled plastic bottles and aluminum cans.
Okay.
So we're not doing milk cartons or those things. Anything with a California CRV. And anybody can bring those in to the office during business hours. I came in this morning, there were 2 bags sitting outside the door when I arrived. But what we do is we take that money that is collected from those bottles and cans, and we do water wells in Uganda.
Great.
So we've been doing it for the last 16 years, and we've put in over 13 now water wells or systems from that program alone.
That's great. Because, not just giving during the holidays, but we need to give throughout the year, right? So you can just come over and drop those off at your location and help out for this wonderful cause.
We love it.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the program. The holidays are approaching, so it's
Yes.
important that we are prepared for them.
Thank you.
again for being on the
Appreciate it.
program. Hey, we're going to be back with more of our show right after this.